And the explanation you just heard from the White House?
Well, I don't do tweets.
You heard about them.
Yeah, I hear about them, but I don't do tweets, and for good reason. It's not the ideal medium in which to get an idea across. This is the difference between being correct and being right. I think the president was not correct, certainly, in saying that President Obama ordered a tap on a server in Trump Tower. However, I think he's right in that there was surveillance, and that it was conducted at the behest of the attorney of the Justice Department through the FISA court.
And what do you base that on? I
base that on news reports that you mentioned in the last spot. I also base it on a kind of inadvertent blurting out by Adam Schiff that his committee wants to talk to the counterintelligence agents at the FBI who were involved in this. Now, what that means is that this is part not of a criminal investigation, but of an intelligence gathering investigation. The FBI has got two functions. They investigate crimes and they gather intelligence. They started gathering intelligence in 2008 based on guidelines that we put in place. They apparently tried to get a wiretap based on their criminal investigation function in June. That was turned down. They then tried to get and got an order permitting them to conduct electronic surveillance in October. This is October of 2016. So that's when the
and again, you're basing this on news reports as well,
and on Adam Schiff.
On Adam Schiff. Right. If a wiretap did exist, it would have to have been approved by a FISA court based on real evidence. So if there was a wiretap, does it mean there were suspicious things going on between the Trump administration and the Russians?
It means there was some basis to believe that somebody in Trump Tower may have been acting as an agent of the Russians for whatever purpose, not necessarily the election, but for some purpose. And the FBI keeps track of people who act as agents of foreign governments. They keep track of people who act as agents of the Chinese, the Russians, the Israelis, everybody.
Some of the evidence may have been gleaned from classified means. Is there any way to verify these claims in the press or Trump's claims so the American people can really understand what's going on here?
The only way to verify whether there was electronic surveillance is to disclose the warrant and to disclose the fruits of it, and that should not be done even in a political storm as hot as this one.
Given all these accusations, and you are aware of the tweets that President Trump put out, and they were pretty definitive. Shouldn't they want a special inquiry, a special prosecutor, an independent prosecutor to look at this?
No, there's nothing to prosecute. The only crime that I've heard about or seen evidence of that was committed by the Russians when they hacked the DNC, they hacked John Podesta, and they tried to hack the Republican National Committee. That's the only crime that I'm aware of. Now, the question, of course, is why was it committed? Some people say it was committed to promote the election of Donald Trump. I happen to think that's ridiculous, because at the time that it happened, Donald Trump looked like a sure loser. And you'd have to believe that Vladimir Putin was an idiot trying to back a loser. I think much more likely he was trying to intimidate a sure winner, Secretary Clinton.
Thanks very much for joining us. That helped us understand everything. Thanks very much, and it's great to see you. Just ahead, the senator who started the chain reaction, Senator Al Franken, is our exclusive guest next. How hard will Democrats push